All right, I think we're live. I'm waiting for some people to filter in here. We update power rankings. Boom. Here's our updated SEC power rankings. Arkansas, dead last. I always got to say this every time. People never seem to understand the concept here. If Team A meets Team Mike Networking, okay. Let's see. Check. I'm back. Fire the whole, yeah, there we go. Fire everybody. Fire my mic. That's who we should fire real quick. Going down the power rankings real quick. Team A meets Team B on a neutral field. Who am I picking to win the game? That's the only metrics we're using here. Arkansas, 16, dead last. Awful. Mississippi State, you're not much better, but you did beat Arkansas. But I don't think you'd beat Vanderbilt if you played like you did today. Vanderbilt, you were off, no change. South Carolina, awful. But I have sung the gospel of Shane Beamer since he's been there, but I'm not saying we fire the guy, but we're a one-man band, and I don't know. Let's move on. I'm sad thinking about South Carolina. Auburn showed some heart. Offense non-existent. Same old. Defense great. Florida, you were off. Kentucky, you were off. A&M off. Tennessee, I feel bad even putting them into this is kind of the winners column. Tennessee, I don't know. I'm still not very impressed with them. Looked good in the first half, looked like shit in the second half. You're number 8. Ole Miss, 7. I don't think any change here. Not that impressed by what you did against Auburn. Keep winning, though. Alabama, I docked you a point for beating lowly Tennessee. Nearly beat you at home. Not nearly, but kind of. You know what I mean. Alabama, you're 6 because Mizzou's red hot. Give them Mizzou, you're top 5. Hell, top 3 if we're not including Texas and Oklahoma. Anybody missed it, Texas nearly lost to Houston. The quarterback got banged up. So Texas, I docked you a spot. LSU, red hot. Defense coming alive. You're number 3. Oklahoma, number 2. They struggled a little bit coming off their bye. Let Central Florida hang around for some unknown reason. And then Georgia, we'll keep you number 1. We'll keep you number 1 until further notice. But, all right, let's see what you guys got. Fire away. I didn't even feel like doing this one. That Tennessee game felt like it was a week ago already. Shane says, Tennessee made the first half. Seems right. A little behind the scenes. Shane and I were prepared to do an emergency podcast after Tennessee got their monumental upset. I started putting this together at halftime. He was going to come over with the cigars. He was going to come in here, the emergency podcast. We haven't spoke since that phone call. So that's obviously, if you missed the second half, that's how that went. Yeah, a lot of South Carolina people in here now. Now you're mad at Beamer and the coaching staff. Everybody wants Clayton White. He got to be fired. You keep hating Ole Miss. A lot to hate. I didn't think they looked too good. I mean, they had their moments, but I don't know. What is Ole Miss? You beat LSU. That was good. That's about it. Fire Danny. This is the fire. We're firing everybody. Fire Dan Enos. Fire Clayton White. Oh, people saying Shane Beamer's a clown. I won't say a clown. I can't call people clown. I dress up as a clown. But it's disappointing. We're going in the wrong direction. Yep, Tennessee did have a stellar first half. Cody Schrader, a top 2 running back in the SEC. No. Not even close. He's getting some production, but nope. We're Mizzou homers. We're not that big Mizzou homers. Can't just put everybody in the top 2. Beamer Rattler, most overrated head coach quarterback in college football. I don't get comments like this. I get people hate Rattler, but you're not watching if you think Rattler's overrated. He's literally putting a team on his back. Of course, they're losing, but hell, I mean, that's a difficult task. If you don't know football, if you just think you can have a quarterback and he do it all, he can't do anything if he's not getting any help. And Rattler's not getting any help. I would say Rattler's a top. I still maintain. I think he's probably top 3 quarterback in the SEC right now. But you need linemen, you need receivers, and guess what? You need a running back. Long live Shaq. Whoa! Gotta say, Mike has been doubting Missou all year. Not true. Didn't Cousin Shane pick Kentucky a week ago? Isn't that why he had to drink 17, subtract 12 beers? I think so. Liquid Flame says Tennessee should have been up 21-0. That's true. Red zone. Awful. Joe Milton did have one nice pass. I don't know how Squirrel White caught that, but Cousin Shane, the streak's broken. Maybe that is the crowning achievement of Ole Miss so far this year. They broke Cousin Shane's streak. Oh, we got a donation here from Rusty. Yeah, Ole Miss beat Auburn by the same amount of points as Georgia at Johor-Hare. Johor-Hare, I always say it wrong. Johor-Hare. That place was rocking. Auburn scored a garbage touchdown. Yeah, that's true. But Auburn sucks, so I don't care how many you beat them by. Not impressed. But I mean, you went on the road. I guess that was harsh. You went on the road. That's something. That's great. That's fantastic. Very few have done it. I think they were. Well, Mississippi State did it. I didn't give them credit either. Is KJ top 3 too? Not right now, but he's not far. Again, Danny. I don't think Danny's watching the games either. I mean, not that KJ was great. I mean, he was awful, but literally every pass, he's just getting. I mean, did you hear what Nick Saban said? We played it on the show, and they played it during the game, and they played it all last week. Nick Saban said, that's the greatest play I've ever seen. I mean, so he sucks, and Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time, saying this is the greatest play I've ever seen. I mean, the truth is somewhere in the middle. It's got to be, right? I would think. Missou defense back. Watch out, says Christopher. Unfortunately not, Christopher. That said more about South Carolina. They're awful. They're not good. I would not judge. That's like when people play LSU and they score a bunch and we get fooled and we say, well, by God, we might have something. That's what we said with KJ. But then we realized that LSU's defense is awful. A&M didn't play this week, Tim. I don't know what you're talking about. I did not pick A&M this weekend. Florida will beat Georgia 31-24, says Michael. Cousin Shane, bourbon bet, kickoff this week. Gonna need it with the upcoming schedule. Yeah, let's take a look ahead next week's schedule real quick. See what you guys think. We obviously Tennessee at Kentucky. It's the one Shane's talking about. Big game, Georgia, Florida, of course, in Jacksonville. South Carolina at A&M. Mississippi State at Auburn. Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. Not the greatest slate of games, but interesting ones, no doubt. That one in Jacksonville particularly, the battle for the East. Unless Missouri's got something to say about it. That's right. I'm not tolerating sass tonight. Feeling pretty sassy myself. Tennessee better than Bama on a neutral field, says Danny. No, that's not close, I don't think. Justin, loyal Arkansas man. He's probably going through it. It's disappointing that Arkansas defense is being overlooked because of the trash offense. It's a great point. Arkansas defense has made strides. Why have not the offense? This MIZ man, he's mad. You just can't make people happy. Let this be a lesson to you all. Where did I have Missou in the power rankings? Number 5 in the damn SEC, yet I hate Missou. Can you explain that to me, sir? That does not make sense. Brady Cook, better than a rattled Rattler. I'll give you that over a rattled Rattler. But a regular Rattler, give me regular Rattler. Not rattled Rattler, regular Rattler. But Brady is cooking, no doubt. No doubt. Liquid Flames. SEC is South Carolina awful, but Missouri is a good team. I think that's exactly what I'm saying here. LSU gonna destroy Bama, says DJ. I don't know about destroy, but LSU, about gave away my pick 2 weeks in advance. I think y'all already know where I'm headed on that one, but I'll keep it in my back pocket. Liquid Flame says Florida gonna beat Georgia 24-21. And Florida boys are feeling themselves. No Brock Bowers. They're feeling confident. I like it. Southern Boy says I rated Arkansas too high. I rated up 16th. Probably is too high. LSU will beat Bama. Jaden Daniels for Heisman. If they beat Bama, he probably does win the Heisman. Unless they pull a Tennessee and lose to some god-awful team like South Carolina. Wait, that was last year. We're done with last year. South Carolina and Arkansas fans live together in poverty, says Zach. That's not nice. That's not nice to say. What's it going to take, Shane, for you to lock up them dogs this weekend? That's a fair question. The curse, of course, Shane just broke his streak. He's 2 for 11 now. I mean, he's red hot. 2 and 11. You're not going to get much better odds than that. Anything positive about Arkansas or Mississippi State is pandering. Yeah, Arkansas is pretty bad right now. Mississippi State. Credit Mississippi State. Who in the hell had Mississippi State winning? Maybe Zach Arnett is going to make it. And maybe Mike Wright. It's pretty bad when you come out, your first pass is intercepted, and you basically do nothing the rest of the game, but you still win. He didn't quit. Brady Cook 2-0 against Spencer. There you go. A lot of people got winning record on Spencer these days, seems like. How bad does Beamer want to kick something, says Shane. Carl says Mizzou for the Natty. They could still win it. No doubt. Beat Georgia, win the East, win the SEC. Probably get LSU again, or obviously Bama will be one of those two, or Ole Miss. No. Who's your top quarterback? People keep wanting to know my top 5 quarterbacks right now. I don't know, guys. I don't sit here and keep top 5s of everything every weekend and week out, but okay, let's go through it then, I guess. Y'all gonna make me. Jaden Daniels, of course. Got to look at the list here. Jaden Daniels, he's a cut above everybody. Not a lot of great quarterbacks. Brady, I put Brady Cook. And Spencer, probably. Spencer right there. Jackson Dart. Graham Mertz has really surprised. Connor Wigman before he got hurt. I don't know if I guess we can't include him. Jalen Milroe, maybe. KJ. I mean, am I leaving anybody out? Nico's top 2, probably. He's just on the bench. Carson Beck. Not seeing, I don't know. He's not bad. Carson Beck is just kind of wait and see. Let's see what he does against Florida. Start another, I think this is a Bama guy. It's always hard to read words from Alabama people. I don't know what's up with that. I can barely make this out. If anyone can help me. I don't know what this man's trying to say. Ole Miss breaking the lock is worth some respect. That's true. Maybe I'm not giving Ole Miss enough. I still have. Remember, I bet with cousin Shane a juice tattoo. If Ole Miss wins the SEC, I'll get that damn dog tattooed on me. Shane's not going to quit till I have a tattoo here. At least A&M didn't lose during the bye week. That's true. Mike Wright. Yeah, we got to put Mike Wright in the top. He's in the top, no doubt. Top quarterbacks. He was pretty solid there. Mertz top. I'm telling you. I mean, when we're sitting here saying Graham Mertz may be top 5, it's a down year for SEC quarterbacks. A&M 14, bye week 17, says Rusty. Georgia gonna crush Florida. Book it, says Rick. That's kind of where I'm leaning at this moment, but we'll see. We'll change. Give Kirby time. Oh, this Alabama man's back. OW. You can't read? See, again, it's very hard to read the words typed from these Alabama people. Very difficult. I did not watch Arkansas, Mississippi State, says Travis, but how do you lose 7-3? Well, they got an interception right off the bat, and that led to their only points of the game. They can't run block. They can't pass block. They have receivers get no separation. KJ, as everyone's pointing out, this KJ hate, I can't stand, but missed a lot of throws. At one point during the broadcast, they hit like an 8-yard pass, and this was like late in the game, and it was just like a little out route. And they were like, that was the best pitch and catch of the day. I was like, oh my God. No, you can't say that. I mean, that was awful, but I guess it was the best. That they at one point they were in field goal range, and they got a delay of game, and it knocked them out of field goal range. That's pretty much the story of the game. Mississippi State, I think, when was it? I think it was to open the second quarter, scored a touchdown, and that was it. They had a nice drive. Mike Wright to Woody Marks, touchdown, ball game. Should have just quit. Should have quit right there. Another winner of the bye week, Kentucky, did not lose. Bama, defense elite. That's fair, says Jeremy. Although Tennessee was going up and down the field on them in the first half. Not in the red zone, though. That's what I said would be critical, red zone. I don't know what it is about Josh Heupel. He can scheme up a touchdown against anybody on the opening drive. And last year, he was able to do that for 4 quarters. This year, he gets the first drive, and then I think they quit or something. Maybe he just game plans the first drive. I don't know. But they did it against Florida, did it against Alabama, and then that was about it. Mike, if you're so confident in Georgia, what are you willing to do if when they lose to Coach of the Year, Billy Napier, all of a sudden, Billy Napier's wins don't look so good, do they? I mean, to beat Tennessee, who you're all saying is trash, which I wouldn't say trash, but not that good. South Carolina is pretty awful. That one went down to the wire. But I don't know. We'll have to do something for that game. You guys are trying to get a week ahead. You're trying to get me to. Yes, I did see this. Michigan State, for anybody that missed it, used a photo of a man named Hitler and used him as part of their trivia for the kids, I guess. Do not recommend that. They've already apologized for that. I'm sure someone got fired. Where would you put Bama refs on your power rankings? Says Cousin Shane. Oh boy, the ref talk. I don't want to. I'll leave the ref talk for Shane. I don't want to get into the ref talk when you lose 27 unanswered. I don't put that on refs. But I'm sure there's a case to be made. Tennessee isn't trash. They're still on track to win the East. I don't see how that's physically possible, given that they are. I'm trying to think in my head. 4th at best in the East, and Georgia has no losses. Seems unlikely. Seems very unlikely. Is Missou good enough to go to Atlanta? Says Peter. Why not? Well, probably not. You got to win in Athens. If that game was in Columbia, maybe. Face tat. Nope. That will never happen. Well, maybe for the right sponsorship. Y'all have the power right now to donate. I'm just saying. Donate enough. Maybe I will get a face tattoo. Tiger tattoo if Missou wins, says Glowman. No, I'm not going to do random tattoo bets. No offense, Glowman Mike, if that is your real name. I'll do them with Shane, but I'm not open to total tat bets. Tennessee looks like 8-4. Probably. That might be optimistic. Let's throw up their schedule real quick, Tennessee. Road games at Kentucky. Tricky. It's Kentucky Super Bowl. They hate Tennessee more than anybody, but they're sputtering. At Missouri. Very difficult. Drinks out for blood, folks. I don't know if you guys have paid attention. Heupel's run up the score on them 2 years in a row. They haven't forgotten. And then Georgia, of course. I mean, it might be 7-5. Who knows? Might be 7-5. Jimmy says, I'm sending the tattoo clip to Tapex. If they pay, I might do it. We'll see. Drink, coach of the year in the SEC. Everybody that beats Shane Beamer's coach of the year. Yet Beamer sucks. Isn't that interesting? We can't be giving coach of the year for beating Beamer, folks. I'm sorry. We just can't do that just yet. Why haven't we gotten Mike and Shane the deep meat Missou? Yeah, we were promised Missou pizza. That's why we're burying you, Missou. We were promised a pizza. We've been waiting. We haven't eaten pizza in like a month because we were told this Missou pizza was coming. We heard it was amazing, and it ain't arrived. Maybe lost in the mail. I don't know. You need to check in on that, whoever sent us that Missou pizza. What's your lock record? We always talk about Shane's, but I don't think you've done too bad. No, I think I got it right too, because I did Ole Miss this week as well. I think I've missed 3 this year. So I think I'm like 7-3 on locks. That's pretty good. Pretty decent. I guess that's not a lock though. Bama, yeah, I may move him to number 7 tomorrow. I may sleep on it, kick him back a notch. Coach of the year has nothing to do with beating Beamer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell all y'all. Come to Como, you be showered with pizza. Shane's he's going to jump in his truck and come up there if you keep saying that. Because I'm withering away waiting on these infamous Missou pizzas. I'm telling you, this man, he's on a hunger strike. I was pulling for the Vols and they laid an egg, says Frank. They sure as hell did. 13. They were up 13 at half. Ooh, they lost by what? Over 13. Whew, awful. All right, what else? What else was embarrassing today? I can't even remember. Had too many beers. Beers have worn off. Just like Tennessee in the second half. God. I'm still looking at this 7-3 score here. What are we to do with Arkansas? Here's the thing with Arkansas. Because someone asked me, can we get Chris Peterson? The guy that was at Washington, got them to the playoff and made Boise relevant? No. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. What's the next step for Arkansas? Arkansas is one hell of a hard job. And I don't say that because I think you just stick with what's not working. It's clearly not working. I mean, Barry Odom's kicking ass. Everybody hated Barry Odom. He's 6-1 now at UNLV. I'm telling you. So, I mean, I think that was part of it. That would not be popular, but I'm looking up what was UNLV was 5-7 last year. They're 6-1 right now under Barry Odom. 2-10 the year before, and 0-6 the year before. I mean, that might be a call I would make. I don't think that would go over too well, but He's a hell of a coach. What do we do at Arkansas? Hmm. Every Mizzou fan just laughed, Mike. Daniel Pierce. You know what they were saying, though, about 3 weeks ago was Eli is Barry Odom. We got the same damn thing. Now he's coach of the year. He's because he beat Shane Beamer. We'll give him that. But I don't know. And first of all, they said at the start, they said, well, he's just winning with Barry Odom's players. I swear to God, that's what they were saying about 3 weeks ago. And now Barry can't recruit. So I don't know. Any of the teams that lost today, says Cousin Shane, thank you for getting me off my rant here. Any of them make a bowl game. The teams that lost, Arkansas, you're done. South Carolina, let's look up South Carolina's schedule. They are now 2-5. Jacksonville State 3. Vanderbilt, that may be kind. I'm giving you 4. No, I don't think South Carolina goes bowling either. Unfortunately. Who else lost? Tennessee going bowling? Yeah, probably. I'll give it to Tennessee. Auburn, let's go Auburn. They lost. Will Auburn go bowling? They got to win 3 more. Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to give it to them. They win the Iron Bowl. They get to bowl eligibility. Auburn does. Army. I don't think Army's making it, Shane. Sorry, that was your final one of the teams that lost. Army's not making it. I don't know what to do with Arkansas. I'm worried about them. Who is Arkansas going to get? That's the problem. Arkansas fans, they demand a winner. And in the new 16 SEC, it's one of the worst states to recruit to. Just talking in-state talent. I don't know. It's a tough job. They've won there before, though. Hell, all these jobs are tough. Can we get Kiffin? No, we can't get Kiffin. Can we get Dion? No, can't get Dion. Willie Fritz? Yeah, you get someone like Willie Fritz. I think he's about as old as Saban, though. So how long is he going to be up there? Kirby Smart to Arkansas? I'd make that move if I could, if I'm Arkansas. Does LSU's big win make them unpatriotic? Yes, I say. That was their first win. LSU's first win over Army. That's never been done. Think about that. There's only 8 teams that LSU has not beaten now. It was 9. UT to the Citrus Bowl. I don't even think that's a bowl anymore, but it sounds about right. Mel Tucker, says Danny. They can get him. He's available. Butch Davis. It's another good one. Ooh, how about Jimbo? Jimbo. He's not currently available. He'll be available in about 3 weeks. Can Arkansas get Mike Elko? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. He's the hot coach right now. I turned that game off. Let's check that score real quick. But I don't know. I do not know. Obviously, Arkansas is a hell of a lot better job than Duke, but that's not the question. The question is, who else is going to be trying to hire Mike Elko? This guy says, fuck it, get Gus to Arkansas. They could probably get Gus, and they would keep our defensive coordinator for what it's worth if they did that. Cousin Shane, anyone getting fired at Arkansas's on a bye? Someone's getting fired. Someone, not the head coach, but I'd fire the offensive line coach. I mean, this is awful. This is awful. Someone has Tennessee AutoZone Bowl. Maybe. They got to make a bowl first. Lou Holtz, he's available. He's an Arkansas man. Does Dan Enos make it through the season? Yes. Bobby Petrino to Arkansas. All the classics. Who's next? Dan Mullen? Yep, they're saying it in the comments. Dan Mullen. I mean, I like Dan Mullen. I think I'd be a hell of a hire. I really do. What about South Carolina? I still can't believe. Here's the thing that has me worried about old Shane Beamer. He's been coaching his whole life, or around it, obviously. And he's got all these connections. He's got this great Rolodex. And he hired one of his best friends to be the offensive coordinator, and the guy was a disaster. His defensive coordinator looks like a disaster. And now his current offensive coordinator, I don't want to say it's a disaster, but it's not working. You got to be able to hire coaches. Shane likes Holtz. He hates Missou. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we just get someone that can beat Missou if we're Arkansas coach. We got to make it a competitive series. Gene Chizik, he is available. He is available. Stoops, I don't know which Stoops we're talking, but apparently they're out there. I don't understand why everybody wants to hire Jeff Lebby. What has he ever done? He was working under Kiffin, not calling plays. Now he's at Oklahoma. Never been a head coach. We've said this before. I've said it many times. This is the SEC. You can't be hiring these guys that don't know what the hell have never been a head coach, particularly at a place like Arkansas, because it's going to take him 2 years minimum to learn how to be a head coach. And we'll do the same shit we're doing right now. He drops 5 games his first or second year, y'all are going to fire his ass because he's not going to know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to build a staff. He doesn't know how to do a recruiting board. He doesn't know how to do booster meetings. He doesn't know how to, there's all these things that these coaches have to do. And you just throw someone into this competitive environment. Never, never, never would I hire a head coach, a guy that's never had head coaching experience. Never. Even Kirby Smart, he's the best coach right now. Even he took a little time. Will Muschamp for the 3rd time? We gotta write him off, folks. I don't know why. Even Shane asked me that, I think, this week. Cousin Shane for Arkansas. Just fade his picks and you'll be money. He's in. It'll be a pay bump from what I'm paying him, I'll tell you that. Jim McElwain. Yep, he is the guy that took the naked photos. Not like Pittman is much more qualified than Lebby. Well, that's true. And look what's happening here. But people don't, again, we always have this of what's happening right now. I don't know if Rusty, how informed he is, but go back to where Arkansas was when they had to hire Sam Pittman. Do you know about Jimmy Sexton and Hunter Yurachek? Do you know that no head coach would touch that job? They literally almost hired, but they interviewed Dion. This was before he took over at Jackson State, before Colorado, obviously. And they would have got laughed out of the damn SEC if they'd done that. So it's much different now. No. Yeah, we're just naming former SEC coaches at this point. Let's not do that. Les Miles. Yep, let's get him. James Franklin, another good one. Urban. No one said Urban yet. How dare y'all? No one said Urban. What's not? Houston Nutt. He is also available, and he's interested to get into coaching, as I understand it. Spurrier, another good one. Mark Reed. I'm just reading what you guys are writing now, and this is cracking me up. I think it's time for me to log off here. Let's do the power rankings one last time. Anybody that missed it. Arkansas, you're dead last. I remember that. Mississippi State 15, Vanderbilt 14, South Carolina 13, Auburn 12, Florida 11, Kentucky 10, A&M 9, Tennessee 8, Ole Miss 7, Alabama 6, Mizzou 5, Texas 4, LSU 3, Oklahoma 2, and Georgia number 1. That is the order of the SEC. If they play it on the neutral field, who I would pick to win each game today, not early September when these teams and these Florida fans struggle. They struggle with this one. They struggle mightily with it. But there it is. But yeah, me and Cousin Shane will be back live. Who knows what time? We never know. Wait for Shane to get off work. Jim down in Arkansas. You heard it here first from JC. But that's going to do it. I'm going to go sleep now.